Hamilton Beach manufactures, markets, and sells slow cookers, coffee makers, and food processors. They previously used Yale lift trucks at their U.S. distribution center, but they contacted Yale Lift Truck Technologies to optimize their warehouse operations as they moved from Olive Branch, Mississippi to Byhalia. The previous distribution center was 1.2 million square feet, held 110,000 loads, and was stored on slip sheets at floor level without racking. Disorganization and congestion in the old facility reduced productivity and capacity while also contributing to safety concerns and product damage. Hamilton Beach needed design expertise and solutions to improve safety, sustainability, and e-commerce fulfillment in their new, smaller footprint distribution center by increasing storage density, preventing product damage, and optimizing fulfillment.
Everything was stored on the floor. As a result of that, a lot of honeycombing was done. When we were picking, we couldn't store more than one product in location, or if we needed to have mixed locations, it became very difficult for us to work. We also stored everything at Olive Branch on slip sheets, which caused a lot of damages. We estimate that we had about $2 million a year in damages.
In addition to operational improvements, the new facility needed to fit the demands of a modern retailer, handling orders quickly and efficiently for a variety of channels, including retail replenishment and a direct-to-consumer delivery.
So we're also really feeling the effect of changing demands. You know, some years ago, you'd fill a truck and it would go to brick and mortar retail. That's not the case today. In many cases, we've got to have same-day shipping. We're operating here now 7 days a week, in some cases 20 plus hours a day, and we need to meet that changing consumer mindset.
With the company's sights set on a new facility to handle about 80% of total annual volume, Hamilton Beach had big goals for the new facility. To build the right solution from the ground up, representatives from Yale and Black Equipment worked hand in hand with Hamilton Beach.
So switching from the ICE to the electric, there was a bit of a culture change. It had been running propane trucks for quite a long time and really wanted to get into the electric. There was some savings there that we felt we could realize, and going to the different storage items that we were looking to go to, narrow aisle, going to height, putting things up in racks, it was just kind of the natural transition.
The new racking solution spans 50 aisles, 6 storage locations high, with 80% double deep racking for optimal storage density. To efficiently service the new racking configuration, Yale recommended an electric lift truck fleet specifically engineered for high-density warehouses. In tests comparing the existing trucks to new models, the new center rider proved 247% more efficient than the existing rider jacks, enabling 167 more carton picks per hour. That's 263 picks compared to 96. In addition to productivity and storage density, the Hamilton Beach focus on safety helped shape the new solution. The racking setup and equipment selection offered enhanced ergonomics and helped improve operator visibility.
Safety is something that's very, very important to us. And in our old facility with the bulk pallet storage, we often had blind spots in the corners. Moving to this new facility, we've lifted a lot of our loads off the floor. We've got very, very narrow aisles, and we need specialized equipment to work in those narrow aisles. But we've found that the new Yale equipment that we're using out there, in addition to offering a stand-up position so that our workforce is able to have better field of vision, also has safety components to it. We've got a low step height, which makes it greater operator comfort getting on and off of the equipment, but also with the old internal combustion equipment that we had, where the operator had to actually turn around and look where they were going. With this side stance position on the stand-up electrics, it's a lot more comfortable for them to move and see other equipment that might be in the aisles.
The new facility would also host a 3-shift rather than a 2-shift operation. Accounting for breaks and gaps between shifts, 20 hours of lift truck operation was required. Hamilton Beach was adamant that Yale and Black Equipment figure out how to make the new electric fleet handle the job without a high level of complexity and redundant units.
When we were still in Olive Branch trying to plan this facility, we determined we wanted to go from a 5-day operation to a 7-day operation. So we settled on a Monday through Thursday, 2 10-hour shifts, at which point that would cause us to be operating our equipment 20 hours a day. So at that point, we said, hey, we really, really need Black and Yale to prove to us that these things are going to make it 20 hours a day. And if they couldn't, we're going to have to figure out, do we need extra batteries? We have to swap, batteries during charging. How are we going to do that? Who's going to be responsible for it? All of that was eliminated from our concern by the single piece of equipment with opportunity charging being able to make it for 20 hours a day. And so the opportunity charging we're doing at every opportunity we can. 15-minute breaks, 30-minute lunches. The next 15-minute break, we have a 30-minute difference between our shifts. We actually purposely planned that, so that could be another opportunity charge. We thought about making that an hour break to have that, but we limited it to 30. And then we charge for the 3 or 4 hours overnight between the shifts.
With performance requirements addressed, the next step on the path to electrification was training operators. This transition not only involved bringing them up to speed on the new electric equipment, but also training them to work efficiently in the narrow aisles and double deep storage configurations.
So when Hamilton Beach started talking about moving to the new DC and moving from ICE trucks to electric, a lot of their operators have been with them a long time. They were used to LP trucks. It's switching from a sit-down truck to a reach truck and racking. They were not used to racking. So there was a big learning curve. We spent a lot of time with them on familiarizing them with the controls and how to use the different equipment, and how are they preparing to move to the electric equipment.
The transformation to a high-density layout and new fleet of electric warehouse trucks yielded significant results. The more efficient space utilization allows for a larger e-commerce fulfillment area, enabling Hamilton Beach to ship over twice as many e-commerce direct-to-consumer packages in 2022 compared to the old facility's volume in 2019, while using less labor. The transition from floor-level bulk storage to the new layout helped reduce product damage by approximately 80%. And the facility continued Hamilton Beach's strong safety record, with 0 OSHA recordable safety incidents through the first 8 months of 2023. Not only is the new facility more productive, the fleet generates less emissions and utility costs are lower, even with an electric lift truck fleet.
At our Olive Branch facility, between here, there, and here, we've been able to reduce our utility expenses by 75%. A lot of that has to do with the efficiency in the building and the way the building is constructed, but also keep in mind that 75% reduction is with us charging all these electric lifts that used to all be LP.
And then there's also a sustainability side, right? We went from a lot of LPG equipment to almost all electric here. It's a lot cleaner facility. We're all electric. We can charge, during the evenings and nighttime when we have cheaper rates.
Another testament to the efficiency gains is the new facility gets more hours out of its fleet without an increase to the total amount of equipment. At the old site, each piece of equipment offered about 80 hours of productivity per week, but the equipment in the new facility provides 120 hours per week.
I've been in supply chain for 30 plus or minus years, and in some of my other roles, we've not had a single focused supplier like we do here. And in those other roles, we've had difficulty getting certain equipment serviced. So Yale and Black Equipment, their partnership, they're great providers to us. They provide 24-hour on-call service. They've got local parts available.
The value of Black Equipment and Yale to Hamilton Beach is reaffirmed daily through service and maintenance. Dennis Holloway, a Black Equipment technician, has supported Hamilton Beach as a dedicated on-site resource since 2016.
Dennis is our resident tech with Black Equipment. He is fantastic. He really goes the extra mile to keep us running and keep our equipment running. He'll come in on a Saturday if it's critical. I mean, he's the glue that keeps us running. Really, he does a fantastic job for us.
Holloway has his own service area in the new facility. He credits his training, continued factory input from Yale, along with the trust and support from Hamilton Beach as critical elements, while the new electric lift trucks help set the new facility up for success with cleaner, smoother operation.
I'm still learning as we go. If new things come out, I get trained on it too. So as long as I'm certified, they keep sending me new information all the time through Yale. I think the relationship between Hamilton Beach and Black Equipment, they trust us and our sales team. They can plug up and they can charge in between lunches, and then the lift is completely charged.
So we're also very, very pleased of our relationship with Yale and Black Equipment in that we've got the latest, most advanced lift truck technologies available.